Hello friends, this video is going to be how I transform Nate into a vampire. So as you can see, I'm starting out with airbrush makeup. He doesn't like brushes on his face, so I tried to stick away from that as much as possible. However, I did have to end up using brushes for highlighting his face and contouring it to make him look undead and chiseled like a vampire does typically. So yeah, right now I'm adding highlighter, and then I'm going to go ahead and go in with white face paint, and I'm going to put that on all the high points of the face and blend it out. This is just a white face paint from the store. It was like $2. I'm just adding that in all the high points, so you know, the forehead, the cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, the chin, upper part of the lip, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that out so he can have some chiseled face action. So there we go. So this is what it looks like blended out, and I'm just using a foundation brush. This is the Real Techniques one, and next what I'm going to go ahead and do is contour after I powder and finish. So I'm using a white face powder to put everything into place so it doesn't smear, it doesn't budge, it looks nice, it kind of adds that finishing touch, and on top of that it adds a brightness to it because it's a white face powder. And this one that I'm using is actually from Coastal Scents, really cheap and works really good. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, and you can see how thrilled Nate is by this. Next, I'm going to go ahead and contour his face. This is from the limited edition Maleficent from MAC collection. And what I'm going to do is chisel out his face. I'm going to bring it along the part, and then I'm going to bring it down almost like with a puppeteer line. That's typically the contour for a man, so that's what I'm trying to do. And then I'm going to take a smaller, denser brush, and I'm going to really pack a darker color in and help buff it out. So as you can see, the line I'm following to go ahead and do that with. So now what I'm doing is taking a mix of a couple colors from purple to blue to a brown tone, and I'm going to go ahead and add depth. Of course, vampires are the undead, and hey, since we have green screen, let's make this like totally awesome and add a swirling pumpkin. But as you can see, all I'm doing is contouring down the nose. I'm doing some more detail work around the eyes and the cheekbones with a smaller brush, adding a bunch of different colors to make it look even better, more authentic, more real, not so drawn on. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm just using, I think, Makeup Geek eyeshadows and a Sigma brush to do that with. Next, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just do some fine tuning, add more deep bags under the eyes, make sure everything's blended out and contoured. I think what I was really focusing on was making sure that everything was smooth as best as possible. Nate did not like this at all, but right now what I'm going to do is show you the colors that I was using. So those are the two colors I was using, and they're from Makeup Geek. Now what I did is put some foundation over his lips, and then I'm going to take a black, and I was trying to put it on the inner rim of the lips so it looks like, you know, we're trying to give him the undead look. Add some more black on the inner part of the eye, make it more deep, give it some contrast, blend out any harsh lines. I noticed with the contouring there was a bit of a harsh line, so I took more of that white powder to add on to help blend it out more. Added some more on the cheekbone, helped raise his cheekbone up. I also put white makeup down his neck to blend it out, so I'm just putting some powder on top of that to set it in place as well. But this is what the finishing look looks like after everything. This is just like basic undead, more chiseled makeup. And what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to go ahead and make it more like just fed on a human type of look. But we also got the costume. We got it from the BX. This is what Nate's going to be this year for Halloween. He's going to be a vampire. Now what I'm doing is taking the airbrush and I'm going to add some veins. Now at first, I'll be honest, I'm not very good at airbrush makeup. I've just started playing with it. I noticed the little dots were forming at the end, and that's just because I was releasing the nozzle. But what I go ahead and do is blend it out at the end. I'm taking a mixture of black and the black of pink color. That's what I had anyway. And I'm adding the veins, and I'm adding more dimension to it, to the look. So I'm putting it around the face where you would contour. I'm also, I put some more on the inner part of the eye, added some more colors to the veins. So the veins are also black and purple color. which a vein, you know, typically is more of a purple color. So that's what I was trying to do, make it look more realistic. And then I decided, well, since I'm doing this, let me just add some veins up here on the head. And these turned out, I think, really nice. I really liked them. So I had a lot of fun doing this part. Next, Nate, of course, this was his favorite part. He wanted blood. So what I did was took a little sponge and blood, and I went ahead and put it around his lips like he just fed. You can see all the veins. Here you go. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video on what we did to create this look. It was a lot of fun, and hope you enjoyed watching Nate turn into a vampire.
It's gonna feel like air.
No! Can I close my eyes? Take that out.
Get it out! Get it out! On the camera, he looks like a Sims person.
What are you thinking about?
That's what I was thinking. It was a crap.
Okay.
And when is this gonna be done?